Man-to-man pressure, Rocky. Stepney gets 3, buries it 3, and that is his 67th. He's averaging close to 20 points a game the last 4 games into this tournament. Nice pass by Jesse to McCoy. Looked like he walked.
Yeah. Looks like the ball got tipped, but impressive look from young Bill. Just being able to find guys. Jesse's one of the best vision point guards that we've had, I know.
Billy Carlson. Back out. Ankeny, they're not going to pick him up at 3. It's because he's only put up 1 3-pointer all year. Carlson goes off the glass. Carlson averaging just 3 points a game, and it's a 4-point lead for the Bulldogs. We've played 4 minutes of the first men's game. Jesse down low with the big guys. McCoy, no. McCoy tips it. Keeps the possession alive. Nesbitt, no. And Rocky, they can't buy a basket early in this game. They're 2 of 8 to start the game. But they did get off 8 shots in 2 minutes. Adedo, no. Jalen Lee, 9-time Frontier Conference Defensive Player of the Year. Griller will check in.
Pretty good job defensively there. They got stuck on a switch with Jesse guarding the bigger Adedo, and good help from Lee coming from the weak side to knock that out of bounds.
Berkeley also in. Adedo. Griller. Stepney. Boy, that is a deep 3. Oh, man. The PA announcer said from downtown. I called out a Caitlin Clark 3.
Yeah, that was from one of the logos on the floor.
Royce. No, yes. Royce with 4 points in the game. 5-point lead for the Bulldogs. Under 15 minutes left to be played here in the first half. It's game 1 of the men's tournament, a wide open tournament. Bethel. Wow. Lee came with a block. He came out of nowhere. Jesse Owens back the other way. Jalen Lee. Jesse. Lee with the screen. And Jesse comes up short. Boy, those two standing together. Jalen Lee, 6'9", looks bigger. Jesse, 5'9", looks smaller.
You know, Lee's an eraser. That was Rocky got stuck on a switch, left to a wide open shot. Looked like it was going to be a layup, and out of nowhere he comes. Just, you don't see guys that size, that athletic, that, a lot of adjectives you could throw about Jalen Lee.
Ellen Kane will bring it up. Gruller. Kane. Bounce pass down low. Adedo. Doubled up on. Kane from the baseline. Royce Robinson. The rebound. Into the game for the first time is Colton Spencer. Down low to Lee. Lee gets his defender off balance, scores, and draws the foul.
Great job by him of on the roll. Defense was set for us taking a charge, but he stops, gets Berkeley on his hip, spins, scores. Just very, very patient, very, very skilled offensive player.
I think he's in the wrong league.
He might be a guy that, one of those guys that gets a tryout in the NFL for tight end or defensive end. He's built like it.
Boy, that is well said. Kane. Stepney, he's hit a couple of deep threes. Griller with a 3. And it's going to be run down by Nesbitt. Rocky hits a 3, the game is tied. Nesbitt has to throw it up high. Doesn't get blocked, gets his own rebound, put back. It's a 1-point game. Thirteen and a half left to be played in the first half here. Bulldogs out on top by 1. Adedo off balance, slapped out, saved by Stepney. The athleticism, no. Adedo reverse over Lee. Wow.
That's incredible offensive rebound. Held him off with one hand, was able to catch it and go up.
3-point lead for the Bulldogs.
Just a reminder for you, Street Burgers is a proud sponsor.
AMI is advanced metering infrastructure. We can talk to the meters can talk to us. So we're able to be very proactive in making sure that customers have reliable and stable power.
We actually are stopping outages from happening by looking at the data coming back from these meters.
That's the overall goal, is to provide our customers a safe and reliable solution that's cost effective, and this is the start of that.
For more than 85 years, D.A. Davidson has strived to build relationships and trust. From our first office in Montana to each of our 70 locations spread out coast to coast, we're on the ground and in your neighborhood, combining the values of a local partner with the capabilities of a national institution. We achieve strong outcomes based on mutual success, planning for future generations and building legacies that endure together.
"13 minutes, 5 seconds left to be played in the first half here. Bulldogs out on top by 3. Next game, Carroll College, MSU Northern. And Tech gets the number 1 seed. They'll play tomorrow at 7. And Providence, the number 2 seed, they will play tomorrow at 9. Spencer brings it up. Jordan in the game for the first time. Down low to Lee. A 3 for the tie. Inside Jordan, reverse. Yes. One-point game here at Four Seasons Arena in Great Falls. Game 1 of the men's tournament, game 3 of the conference tournament overall. Kane gets it taken away. Coast to coast, Nesbitt, he lost it. And Western.
Not a very good decision driving into the help. Just right into it, ball taken right out of his hands. Leads to a transition the other way.
Royce Robinson, 4 points in the game. Royce misses the layup. And it's going to be Montana Western basketball. 12 minutes and 21 seconds left to be played. Here in the first half, Rocky 6 of 14 from the field. Montana Western 6 of 13 to start this game. Kane, Ankeny, and a whistle coming away from the ball. Down low on the baseline. That's going to go against Rocky. And Steve Keller visiting with the ref. Steve Keller, he won over 500 games as a high school coach, and he coached at Montana Western and Providence. I don't think any coach combined wins, boys, girls basketball in college, than what Steve Keller has accomplished. His son Wes, head coach at Rocky. He was our guest in game 1 today. Stepney for his third 3, and that's not going to drop. Lee hung on the glass on the rebound. And if Rocky scores here, they take the lead. Backdoor cut to Jesse. Blocked from behind, a foul, Ankeny. All right, we're going to watch the replay, and Brian Crosby is going to tell us if that was a foul or not.
Oh, yeah, got him in the head. That's an easy call. Great cut, too, though. I mean, that's, off the ball. Jesse did a heck of a job. I think if he doesn't hit him in the head, that's probably not a foul. It's probably a block, but that's a pretty easy call for the officials.
Jesse's only missed 6 free throws all year. Now he's 54 of 60, shooting 90% this season. Wow. And he's number 1 in the Frontier Conference in assists, 94 coming into this one. We're tied at 14. It's our first tie of the game. Jesse gets them both. Rocky's got the lead under 12 minutes left to be played. Here in the first half from Four Seasons Arena in Great Falls, Rocky Erickson with Brian Crosby, the 2025 Frontier Conference Tournament. Kane can't get free. Grueller with a long 3. Spencer on the rebound for Rocky. Outlet to Jordan. Boy, the athleticism. It's impressive, isn't it?
Yep.
Jordan, Lee, bumping, shoving, scores.
Physical. That's a big boy move there. That's two very large men going at each other there, and you can see Lee. It's always interesting where guys end up and why they end up places, but obviously ending up in Rocky is a huge steal for them.
Kane goes up and scores. The lead is 1. 17-16. 10:50 left here in the first half. Spencer, Jordan.
Probably was.
Looked like he walked. Jordan rises. Yes. Rocky back up 3.
The action that the Rockies running there, coach is calling a thumbs down. It's basically a slot ball screen with a shake on the side, but creates so many different options offensively. It's a really simple action, but it works.
Kane with a nice move. Back to a 1-point game. With the midway mark of the first half, Jordan with the 3. And Jordan is 22nd on the year. Rockies got their biggest lead of the game. They're up 4, 22-18. Stepney to the hole. Hangs on the rim. Ankeny keeps the possession alive. Berkeley misses the 3. Another offensive rebound. Kane comes up. Stepney. Cross court. Kane. Ankeny goes up. Yes. 2 offensive boards.
You get that many bites at the apple, you're going to get something. That was just, Western extra chances, extra opportunities. Guys that normally make threes missed them. Oh, on a pass.
Lee's wide open. Now, why didn't he dunk that?
I don't know. That pass from Billy, that vision, he's looking like he's going to reverse the ball and sees Lee slip wide open and just throws a bullet to him.
Kane. Berkeley. Yes. Berkeley gets the 3.
Jackson Berkeley on the bucket.
And Jesse back the other way. It's a 1-point lead for Rocky. Jesse to Jordan, taken away.
Good cut on his part, another good find.
Kane brings it back out to Grueller. Grueller goes up strong. And now the Bulldogs lead by 1, 25-24. 8.5 left to be played here in the first 20 minutes. Game 1 of the Frontier Conference Tournament. Jesse Owens on the inside. Jordan not going to take the 3. Lost the handle. Rocky scores. They're back on top. Lee and Ankeny go 1-on-1. Spencer, he'll drive the baseline. Puts up the jumper. Yes. This is the way the Frontier Conference has been all year, though.
Yeah. Well, and that was good defense, good offense. I mean, they run a double at him late. Got great vision from the big guy. Finds the open guy.
Is that a double foul? Spencer and Grueller got into it, and we're going to take a timeout. 1-point game. Rocky up.
There's something different here, in the air and in the attitude. It's the tight-knit community, complemented by bigger thinking and even bigger innovation. It's high-tech labs with sweeping Rocky Mountain views. It's a place where research, innovation, and ideas are matched by an understanding of why it all matters in the first place. Here at Montana Tech, you can realize your potential, fuel your passion, and find your path. Join us.
Montana, a place of rugged beauty, hardworking people, and endless opportunities. And for over 100 years, Opportunity Bank has been here. As a Montana bank with a legacy of stability and service, we understand what it takes to build a future in this place you call home. So if you're looking for a bank that's as Montana as you are, come to Opportunity Bank of Montana. Of Montana, by Montanans since 1922. Member FDIC.
Brian, this is the 4th time today that the officials have come over to look at our replays. I think what we should do is just have them ask you. Just, you've been around the game
Yeah.
so long.
Yeah.
What did Brian Crosby see? What does he say? And let's get the game back on.
Well, and if you have the benefit of an instant replay, it's a heck of a lot easier. And I think what they're looking at here, they call the double foul. Obviously, contact above the neck is usually something that they look at elevating, if it's a basketball player, if it's not. So I don't know. I mean, it looks like Grueller took one in the face.
He got a bloody nose.
Yeah, he took like the worst of it. So they're going to figure out what it is, and hopefully they give us.
There it is.
Yeah. It seems like a basketball play to me. I don't think that elevates.
A.J. Wilson.
Yeah, elevates to what would be considered a flagrant one. Definitely not anything higher than that. In college is such a different game than high school that a lot of us are used to. They can look at these fouls, they can elevate them if they deem that they are worthy of a flagrant.
I don't believe that was a flagrant.
No, it just seemed like he was just trying to swim and he hit him in the face. They were kind of hand fighting a little bit. So I think the biggest thing was they're trying to clean it up. I don't think this game has been too chippy yet. So it'd be pretty interesting to see how they do this. We're still going with a double foul. Looks
on
like
A.J. Wilson and on Grueller.
Yep.
So they're going to have 2 shots both ways. What are they going to do here? The official comes over and visits with Brian Crosby. Rocky up 1 against Montana Western, 26-25 with 7:51 left to be played here in the first on SWX.
So the call is double common, no flagrant. So they're just going to basically point of interruption.
No free throws.
No free throws, and they keep playing. So.
After video review, the official has decided it is a common double foul.
No, I do think that the replay, why it can slow the game down, I think it's important to get stuff right. We saw that last year in the semifinal game of the men's between Providence and Carroll. There was a controversial call at the end. They went to the replay, and the one thing the officials talked about it with us before the game is that they wish they would have did a better job of explaining what happened. It was it was handled correctly, but it's just that explanation for people that are watching either here or at home.
Well, after that long delay, we're back to action. Taken away by Rocky. Royce Robinson with it. Bears up 1. Jesse. A.J. Wilson. 3-pointer not going to drop. Billy Carlson the rebound. So Billy Carlson plays for Montana Western from Billings West. Jesse Owens, who plays at Rocky from Billings West. West High now over 2,300 students.
Yeah. Kelly Dara, their head coach, he's here today. Talked to him a little bit before the game. You're not supposed to have rooting interests unless it's CMR for me, but really rooting for Kelly and to have some success this year.
Going through a lot with his wife, and we're praying for him. 7:11 left. First half. Rocky up 1. Rocky comes in averaging 79 points a game. Montana Western 77. They've won 4 of their last 5. It's been a really strange year for Rocky. They started the season 14-3. Since then, they're 3-7. Bulldogs. Inbounds. Wide open.
That was nice. I'm going to put that one in the playbook. That was a great out-of-bounds play. Got the slip for an easy look.
Jesse inside the paint again. Back out, Royce Robinson. Can't get it to go. Great rebound, McCoy. Wow. We have went back and forth. All 3 games have been really close.
Yeah.
The women's game, the 2 games decided, first one decided by 3. Last one by 9. What's that call?
Too much. There's a hold on the switch. Spencer got stuck on a switch, and Grueller was looking to go high-low and held him.
We got a timeout. 6.5 to go in the first. Rocky out on top by 1. 28-27. And they're going to take another look at another replay. Our scoreboard sponsor, Opportunity Bank of Montana, a Montana-born full-service community bank with locations throughout the state, offering a range of banking, lending, mortgage, agriculture banking services for over 100 years. They've been a Montana community financial institution committed to providing a strong financial futures for Montanans. Opportunity Bank, member FDIC. Now, do these officials realize we've got one more game left, and you and I got 4 games today, and they keep looking at the play? Let's watch the Pepsi replay here. I'm not sure what they're looking at.
Yeah, I wonder if they're looking at
Ryan?
It's tough, but I think they might be looking at Grueller when he was holding off on the post up, getting above his neck. So, the thing about the men's game, especially in the women's game too, but it's just how fast it is, and it's amazing how much these guys catch. We talk about, it's like we have the benefit of an instant replay, and we can look at things in slow motion and see, there's whether there's something there or not. And so, these guys are doing an amazing job with how fast the game is.
Montana Western on the inbound, slapped out by Royce Robinson. 3 players come up with it, and the Bulldogs get the foul.
Went to the well again on that same exact out-of-bounds play, looking for the slip. Billy Carlson slip into the basket. Better job defensively from Rocky to get a deflection.
Lee is back in. What if the men's game went to the women's format and quarters instead of halves? Your thoughts on that?
Honestly, I think it would be better.
I do too.
There's a lot of things. The women's game, it's amazing the things that they do better than the men's game. The timeouts, the reset.
Lee, boy. Now he worked awfully hard, but the basket's not going to count. That's going to be an offensive foul against Jalen Lee.
Curious.
Did he hook him or what? I haven't seen it yet.
Well, we're going to look at it again because he went above the shoulders. To me, again,
are you kidding me?
Looks like a basketball move, but it just kind of depends on how you want to look at that. And that's the thing. Anything that's above the head, they're going to take a look at. But I think it's hard when guys are going up to not have that contact. So, obviously with that play, it doesn't have anything to do with whether or not he's in the restricted circle. It has everything to do with whether or not the contact is excessive.
Up next, Carroll College against MSU Northern. Saints, the 3rd seed. I think they were picked to finish 6th in the league. Finished 3rd. MSU Northern, the number 6 seed. Northern 8-19 on the season. Carroll 13-4. They've won their last 3. They won 5 of their last 6. And Carroll College won the Frontier Conference Tournament a year ago. Tomorrow at 7 o'clock, the number 1 seed Tech against the lowest seed. And Providence at 9 against the 2nd lowest seed. 6:15 left to go in the first half. Officials went and watched the replay again.
There's the official word. It's the common foul, which, you want to get it right. Again, you want to get it right. But it seems like we're at a point where you can almost legislate every single foul if you wanted to. But, the biggest thing, I think, first game of the tournament, set the tone, how you defend, how you're going to officiate, how people are going to adjust to it, and trying to make sure that it stays a certain way.
Bethel. Adedo and Lee. Boy, what a matchup that is. Look at that. Lee with a block. Lee almost had the rebound, and it's going to be Rocky Ball. Wow.
Lee does a great job of not fouling. I mean, he's vertical, he's physical, but he doesn't give up a lot of space. Those are two guys with upper bodies that are pretty impressive.
Jesse lost it. Gets it back. Okay, no. And Lee can't get the rebound, but Rocky is going to have the ball, and Berkeley's going to check back in. Jackson Berkeley from Billings Senior, the 6'5 junior. 5:49 left, first half in a 1-point game. Adam Hyatt, Montana Tech head coach, will be Brian Crosby's halftime guest. Lee's going to back his way in. Great pass to McCoy with the dunk. Is that our first dunk?
Might be.
Did we have any in the first 2 games?
I don't remember. It's close. But it's a good game. It's going to happen.
On the drive, Adedo back out. Billy Carlson, no. Adedo and Lee again battle, and they're both on the deck. Jump ball is called. Wow. You know, to say it's been a physical first half would be an understatement.
It has, but it's also not over the top. Feels like it's been pretty even, pretty clean, nothing chippy. You know, and that's the biggest thing when you watch a game and you go from the women's game to the men's game. I think the officials are almost used to the size and the athleticism of these guys, and they kind of, to me, it's kind of surprising what they let them go.
Lee on the breakaway, and Lee is going to be fouled. Ankeny with a foul.
That was a pretty heads-up play by Lee. Kind of knew exactly what was going to happen and where they were going to try to throw the ball, and he got the steal. And it took him a while to get to the other end, but he's going to be shooting free throws.
Jalen Lee, 7 points in the game. Rockies shooting 52%. Montana Western shooting 48%. Nice touch for the big guy. Bears have their biggest lead of the night. I have to check the clock, see if it is night, not afternoon anymore. We've been here all day.
Yeah.
Second shot missed. Ankeny on the rebound to Bethel. Stepney will bring it up. Under 5 to go here in the first half. Stepney, Berkeley. Bethel with it up on top. Down low, and there's a dunk. Ankeny.
Western does a nice job with their sets where they create a lot of mismatches and a lot of slips off of screens, and you have to be really solid with your communication and know exactly where you're going to be.
Jesse Owens dribbles through the key. Royce Johnson with the 3. Rebound Montana Western, Berkeley. A 2 to tie, a 3 to take the lead here for the Bulldogs with 4:15 to go in the first half. Billy Drykosen calling out instructions. His 24th season for Billy from Hinsdale, Montana in 1988. I announced his state championship basketball game, went 3 overtimes. And Hinsdale came out on top. You know how old I am? 1988. You weren't even born then.
I was.
3-pointer.
I remember it well.
Shot missed by Berkeley. Nesbitt back the other way. Nesbitt gets free from the line. And Rockies back up by 4. Under 4 minutes left to be played here in the first half. Game 1 of the men's Frontier Conference Tournament. Bethel, Berkeley with the 3. Oh!
Quick release.
His 25th on the season. Holds the Bulldogs within 1 with 3.5 left. Jordan back in the game. Lee with a long 2-point shot. And Billy Carlson skies for the rebound. Carlson working hard, didn't get it to go. Rocky up 1 with the ball. Nesbitt from the line. Under 3, 3-point lead for Rocky. Rocky, the number 5 seed. Montana Western, the number 4 seed. Taken away. Rocky on the break. Jordan gets it. Jordan goes down. And Stepney with the foul.
I'm going to make a prediction. They're going to go look at the monitor here.
That would be the 4th time this half.
Hard to tell. I didn't see a good look there, but
weren't able to see
this looked like he might have
what
been
took place. Him, yeah. And you're right. I think they are going to go to the monitor. 2:42 left to be played here in the first half.
I don't think,
Three-point lead.
Honestly, I think they might look. There might not even be a foul. Looks like he slips.
That might not even, yeah, I think you're right. It might not be a foul at all. 2 minutes and 42 seconds left to be played here in the first half. What are you going to ask Adam Hyatt? You got to congratulate him.
Yeah.
4 regular season Frontier Conference titles in a row. First time anybody's accomplished that in 52 years.
Billy can't believe it, but he doesn't have the benefit of what we looked at. The guy doesn't even touch him. And that's the thing, as a former coach, you think you see things that you see them a certain way, and that's one thing many times I've had to text or call an official and be like, I watched that on film and you were right, I was wrong. But the funny thing is they never did that to me. They never reciprocated the other way, it seems like. So, but that's it's a bang play. It looks probably worse than it was.
Brian, I say I'm wrong with my wife every day.
Join the club.
Jordan, free throw, no. 2:42 left to be played. First half, 3-point lead. Bears. Jordan from Thornton, Colorado. 6'2" freshman. He goes 1 of 2. Rocky back up by 4.
I think Thornton's biggest contribution has been the job he's done on Stepney. Stepney comes out, hits 2 threes early on, and is feeling it. And he's doing a good job of being physical, face guarding, not fouling.
Down low, Adado couldn't get to it. Rocky will have it back with a 4-point lead. Boy, that banner does look impressive with all those new teams, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's got to learn some new mascots. Got to have to learn a lot of new locations, and the travel budget to North Dakota is going to be pretty extensive. It's not much fun. The roads weren't fun this year. I was talking to the Rocky women's coaches, and they had a number of trips that weren't a lot of fun.
Lee goes up. A college game is seldom ever postponed. We had a lot of high school games postponed.
Yeah. And it seems like when they postponed them and they rescheduled them, the roads were worse than the reschedule. So it's Montana, like we talked about. It's winter, and I think buses always do a good job, but I think a lot of times it's the parents and the other people you worry about. So
I say we have the tournament next year at Metro in Billings. You can drive. I don't have to.
All right. That sounds good.
Jalen Lee gets the free throw. Rockies got their biggest lead of the night, out on top by 5.
Some legends in the stands over there. A lot of Western alum in the building. Wes Holmkus, amongst others. John Sislow, I saw him here in the crowd. A lot of Bulldogs. Western puts out a lot of really good teachers, and a lot of them can become really good coaches.
Stepney tries to get free. Jordan with the foul. Boy, it is hard to get a clear shot in this game. Defense has been amazing. It was in the women's game as well.
Yeah, it is. And it's just, I think the biggest thing here is the job that Jordan does, making it very difficult on Stepney.
At the line,
That's such a hard thing for a defender to get over that screen, but try to maintain connection with the offensive player.
Stepney is 66% free throw shooter. His team down 6. And free throw is good on the first attempt.
And Jordan picks up his second foul there, but the job he's done in the meantime on Stepney has been pretty impressive and making him earn everything. So obviously that's going to be an important story as we go forward because he's done a great job on him.
Got the second shot. And Jesse Owens will bring it up for Rocky. Lee back in the game. 99 seconds to go, first half. Jesse with a 3-point shot. 48 threes this year for Jesse. He's really improved his shooting the last couple of years.
Yeah, and when you have a presence like Lee, you're going to get those kind of looks. They're going to have to run doubles from different people in different places.
Taken away. Nesbitt, he holds up for 3 on a break. Are you kidding me?
big couple of possessions there.
That's a 10-point lead.
Yeah, it's a 6-point swing between the threes and the turnover on the other end.
1:02 to go. Biggest lead of the game, either team. Rocky up 10. Adedo. And the foul against Rocky. It's amazing that Billy doesn't hurt himself. He is so animated.
Must have some orthotics in his shoe that adds a little bit. Those Jordan 4s, though, I mean, they're heavy. They make a little noise when they hit the ground.
Stepney at the free throw line. 82% on the season and gets that one to go. Both teams in the bonus, 8 fouls apiece, 53 seconds left to be played here in the first half. Rockies put 44 up. They averaged 79 on the year.
Western's going to switch to a zone here. Got a couple possessions where they lost guys, so I think that's probably a good idea.
McCoy fouled. Ankeny.
Knew he did it too. Just out of position, puts his hands down. A little late, doesn't have a very good closeout, and rakes across the arms.
Rockies shooting 55% from the field here in the first half. Against that Western defense, that is impressive.
Yeah, and they win, like we said, they win zone that possession, but McCoy right to the middle, right to the high post, kind of forces them to make a decision. The whole point of going zone is to try to slow down Jalen Lee.
40 seconds left to be played in the first half of Game 1 of the 2025 Boys Tournament. Three-pointer missed by Stepney. He's hit 2 earlier, and Lee almost had the rebound. He came down out of bounds with the basketball. And when Lee goes down, well, that's going to take a while. You got to.
Yeah. A lot of human on the floor. He's impressive. I mean, I can see why he's won the Player of the Week honor so many times.
Griller. Whoa!
That's the right call. Stepney trying to push through the screen, shoved the guy into the screener. Yeah, so you can see this here when he goes. Stepney was trying to get Jesse, was in perfect position, absorbed the contact and went down.
26 seconds left to go. Shot clock is off. Rocky up 10. We'll have our Mountain Dew do-over and then the interview with Adam Hyatt coming up at halftime. Down to 7. Trying to free Jesse up. Jesse down to the baseline, 3 seconds. Kicked out, 2.8 left here in the first 20 minutes of basketball. Jesse Owens. Royce, you got to shoot. Just missed a 3 at the buzzer. Rocky up 10 at the break. 46-36 against the Bulldogs.
Are you ready to unleash your awesome? Then you need 8-gig all-fiber internet from TDS. You'll have the powerful internet you need to stream, game, learn, and work today, and be prepared to take on anything new you can dream up tomorrow.
Great Falls has so much to offer. And Great Falls' newest hotel, the Sleep Inn & Suites Mainstay Suites, is here no matter what your reason for travel. Come stay with us and enjoy well-appointed guest rooms, a hot breakfast daily, pool and hot tub with outdoor patio and barbecue area, fitness center, and so much more. Montana owned and operated, we're proud corporate partners of the University of Providence Argos. Sleep Inn and Suites Mainstay Suites, 10th Avenue South and Fox Farm. Or check out our website, sleepingreatfalls.com.
At the University of Providence, we believe college is more than a collection of buildings, or a lecture, or a test, or even a degree. College is about connecting to something greater than yourself. The University of Providence is a private Roman Catholic liberal arts university founded in 1932 by the Sisters of Providence. And we continue to honor their vision by providing students with an education that goes beyond the classroom, an education grounded in our mission of connecting people with their communities, with one another, with the environment, with opportunities, with their spiritual journey, and, most importantly, connecting people with their potential. The University of Providence.
Montana, the last best place. And we believe the best state to do business. Like many of our clients, Farmers Union Insurance was born and raised in Montana. We started as a couple of farmers agreeing on their good word to insure each other. More than 100 years later, and our foundation is the same, our word is still our promise, providing protection when it's needed most. With our local claims adjusters and Montana roots, we bring peace of mind that can only be offered by us, the largest mutual insurance company domiciled in Montana. We are committed to you and believe in the true value of buying local. So come see us. Our agents live where you live.
Falls Cleaner and Laundry Center is your must-stop to get those items clean and looking new again. If you're tired of doing laundry, then don't. Falls Cleaner and Laundry Service can take care of it. If you'd like to do your own wash, well, you can at Falls Cleaner and Laundry Center. And don't forget they have free Wi-Fi, so you can check out your Facebook post while you wait. Falls Cleaner and Laundry is a complete dry cleaning bundle drop-off and coin-operated machine facility. They are helping the Argos stay fresh and clean all season long. It's Falls Cleaner and Laundry Center, open daily, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. with attendants on duty.
Montana. There's no place else like it. After all, it's why we all choose to live here. The vibe is different here. So when you find that perfect place for your family, we'll find the right home loan just for you. Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking.
At Benefice Orthopedic Center of Montana, we offer same-day appointments and advanced treatments to help get you back to rolling. A tradition of advanced care. Learn more at benefice.org.
When no one else is around, champions get to work. They never rest, never settle.
At Great Falls Ace, everything we do is about serving our community. We're your helpful place for quick fixes, improvement projects, or advice you can just plain trust. Each one of our departments has true experts that want to help make your project a rewarding experience. Service, convenience, quality. That's what Ace is known for. You have a lot of choices when it comes to where you shop, and we want to say thank you for trusting in us.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
The Heritage Inn is just off I-15 in Great Falls and minutes from the C.M. Russell Museum, the Lewis and Clark Interpretive Center, Giant Springs State Park, and many other attractions. You'll be near Malmstrom Air Force Base, Great Falls International Airport, and the River's Edge Trail along the Missouri River. After a day of travel, sightseeing, or fly fishing, unwind in the hot tub and take a dip in our heated pool. There's an exercise facility and a steam room. We have a full range of dining and entertainment options, including the Max Casino and Sports Bar, the Palomino Coffee Bar, and the Willow Creek Restaurant. Your accommodations will include satellite TV, in-room movies, a refrigerator, a microwave, a coffee and tea maker, and high-speed Wi-Fi. For an unforgettable trip to Great Falls, make your reservation at the Heritage Inn.
At Great Falls Ace, everything we do is about serving our community. We're your helpful place for quick fixes, improvement projects, or advice you can just plain trust. Each one of our departments has true experts that want to help make your project a rewarding experience. Service, convenience, quality. That's what Ace is known for. You have a lot of choices when it comes to where you shop, and we want to say thank you for trusting in us.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Scrap metal for cash? Come visit us at Central Montana's leader in recycling, steel, etc. in Great Falls. Our center processes steel, stainless steel, aluminum, copper, brass, and lead. And we pay cash for scrap based on weight. We also accept batteries, electric motors, paper, cardboard, and more. And our roll-off containers are available for any scrap projects you have. We even buy and recycle junk cars. Trade your scrap for cash. Visit us at steeletc.com or call us at 761-4848.
Great Falls has so much to offer. And Great Falls' newest hotel, the Sleep Inn & Suites Mainstay Suites, is here no matter what your reason for travel. Come stay with us and enjoy well-appointed guest rooms, a hot breakfast daily, pool and hot tub with outdoor patio and barbecue area, fitness center, and so much more. Montana owned and operated, we're proud corporate partners of the University of Providence Argos. Sleep Inn & Suites Mainstay Suites, 10th Avenue South and Fox Farm. Or check out our website, sleepingreatfalls.com.
At the University of Providence, we believe college is more than a collection of buildings, or a lecture, or a test, or even a degree. College is about connecting to something greater than yourself. The University of Providence is a private Roman Catholic liberal arts university founded in 1932 by the Sisters of Providence. And we continue to honor their vision by providing students with an education that goes beyond the classroom. An education grounded in our mission of connecting people with their communities, with one another, with the environment, with opportunities, with their spiritual journey, and, most importantly, connecting people with their potential. The University of Providence.
Montana, the last best place. And we believe the best state to do business. Like many of our clients, Farmers Union Insurance was born and raised in Montana. We started as a couple of farmers agreeing on their good word to insure each other. More than 100 years later, and our foundation is the same, our word is still our promise, providing protection when it's needed most. With our local claims adjusters and Montana roots, we bring peace of mind that can only be offered by us, the largest mutual insurance company domiciled in Montana. We are committed to you and believe in the true value of buying local. So come see us. Our agents live where you live.
Falls Cleaner and Laundry Center is your must-stop to get those items clean and looking new again. If you're tired of doing laundry, then don't. Falls Cleaner and Laundry Service can take care of it. If you'd like to do your own wash, well, you can at Falls Cleaner and Laundry Center. And don't forget they have free Wi-Fi, so you can check out your Facebook post while you wait. Falls Cleaner and Laundry is a complete dry cleaning, bundle drop-off, and coin-operated machine facility. They are helping the Argos stay fresh and clean all season long. It's Falls Cleaner and Laundry Center, open daily, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. with attendants on duty.
Montana. There's no place else like it. After all, it's why we all choose to live here. The vibe is different here. So when you find that perfect place for your family, we'll find the right home loan just for you. Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking.
Full-service community bank with locations throughout the state, offering a range of banking, lending, mortgage, agriculture banking services for over 100 years. They've been a Montana community financial institution committed to providing strong financial futures for Montanans. Opportunity Bank, member FDIC. 10-point lead for Rocky at the break. And in our fourth and final game of the day, it'll be the third-seeded Saints of Carroll College up against number 6, the Lights of MSU Northern. The last time the Lights won a Frontier Conference tournament was 1996. And I forgot to mention that the last time the Skylights won was in 99, but back in those days, they won 15 titles in 16 years.
Northern was a power, and it's cyclical. Obviously, I think that, good conversation with Adam Hyatt and the job that he's done building that program. Obviously, there's one coach that in this conference that has a national championship, and that's the guy coaching the team in the green.
Jesse Owens, McCoy tries to get 3. Rebound fought for. Jesse's going to keep it alive. Jesse with the 3. Jesse Owens lights it up. And Jesse now 2 of 3 from deep in this game. And the Rockies got their biggest lead out on top by 13 now. And Royce Robinson from Lewistown back the other way. Played on a football and a basketball championship team at Fergus County High School. The guy by the name of Fisher Brown. Ever heard that name?
Yeah, just actually checking. He's getting some minutes in Carolina.
Nice block. He had a 50-point game. Last game of the regular season his junior year. when Fergus beat Hardin, the team scored 110, and Fisher had 50, and they were both school records. By the way, Brian, last year you got me in trouble. Told my wife I wasn't doing pop anymore, and you accidentally moved the Mountain Dew over, and it got on the camera. So don't tell her, and just don't move my pop this year. All right?
I will do my best.
I appreciate it.
You know, Royce Robinson, that game you're talking about, I remember talking to Scott Sparks, the Lewistown head coach, and the thing that he said that stuck out to me was just how unselfish, Royce was, didn't want to worry about getting his. He wanted to make sure his teammate got his, and he was going to make sure that Fisher got, had his. He was feeling it, and he was going to find him. And I think he had like high double-digit assists in that game. So, he's an impressive kid. He's physically, he fits in. I can see why the Cats were willing to offer him.
Oh, Jesse, great pass to McCoy. One up on the alley-oop, and McCoy got fouled and was not able to put it away.
And that's a tough foul. Just wrong place, wrong time. Obviously, they saw something into this first half that they felt like they could get an advantage on.
Rocky has 5 players with 8 to 10 points in this game.
That's the secret to success. They're very balanced. Obviously, you got a couple guys in Jesse Owens and Isaiah Lee that are probably your bell cows, but you got to have the other guys that can find a way to score. And that McCoy's definitely an energy guy, and Royce Robinson hasn't lit it up, but he's looking at staring double-digit points.
The Bulldogs came into this game. They've won 4 of the last 5. Griller, Billy Carlson with the 3. Offensive rebound, and Lee with the foul. And boy, you got to check, see how many fouls on 6'9", Jalen Lee. That's just his second. Just underway in the second half, 18:36 left to be played. This is game 3 of the day. And in the 4th game, it'll be the Carroll men up against the Lights of MSU Northern. Sean Hughes has been there for a long time.
Does a heck of a job.
Carroll was picked, I think, last, and they had a great run toward the end. They've won their last 3. They won 5 of the last 6, and they finished the number 3 seed in the conference.
Yeah, definitely the hottest team coming in, and I think Daniel Pearson, his first year, a lot of exodus, had to basically rebuild the roster from scratch, and impressive the job that he's done.
Anthony with the foul against Lee, and boy, the bigs from both teams have had a very physical game thus far. What's amazing? We've played a minute and a half, and we've not had an official review.
Yeah, 4 fouls, no reviews, but.
And the pass, nobody home to pick it up for Rocky.
Miscommunication on that play and leads to a turnover, but I think an issue here for Western is going to be foul trouble. 2 bigs trying to guard one of the best posts in the NAIA, and you're going to have to do it with foul trouble.
Grueller back out, 3 from Bethel goes in and out, and Billy Carlson saves the possession. Anthony goes up and scores over the top of Lee, and the 12-point lead has been cut to 8. Jesse with the floater. Boy, Jesse's having a nice game. He's had a nice season.
He is, and that's, they changed their ball coverage because their ball screen coverage and basically what's called drop coverage, and he attacks the big and is able to hit the floater, and that's really that's why you see so many floaters is coming from that drop coverage.
Carlson, Grueller, 17 and a half left to be played. In the game, Bethel, no. And Royce Robinson getting it done on both ends. There's contact, and Bethel is going to get the foul. Remember the plaid pants Billy had when they won the national championship?
I did. And one thing that I've noticed watching Royce Robinson play is the fundamentals. He's for a right-handed guy, he has one of the best left-handed dribblers. That seems like such a weird thing to say, but just does an amazing job of controlling the ball and playing with tempo.
Lee, one dribble goes up, gets it stripped by Ankeny, and then we head it back the other way. Bethel, Carlson, slapped out by Royce Robinson, and Montana Western will keep. 17:01 left to be played. First game of the men's tournament. Going into the final weekend of the conference season, 5 teams, 5 of the 6 were separated by just 1 win. It was that tight. Grueller with a foul away. Rocky's biggest lead, a dozen. Nesbitt from the baseline. Boy, how about that rebound for Billy? He's athletic.
He is, and the things he does well don't ever show up on the stat sheet. It's just effort and energy.
Bethel makes it an 8-point game.
Western's a little bit better when they can get into transition, especially with this lineup, playing with 1 big versus the 2 that they normally play with.
Jesse to Royce Robinson. They take it down low, fall away. McCoy not going to get it to go. Rocky's been up by as many as 12, but Montana Western keeps drawing him back in. Grueller with the 3. Royce Robinson. Fergus County will lead the break. Lee. Taken away. Bethel, the steal. Bethel lost it. Lee gets it back. They're banging, no whistle. Nesbitt back. You hear the pound? That's Billy slapping the floor with his feet. You can easily hear that all over here.
Yeah. Watching Patrick Jensen, he was just about as upset.
Jesse reverse, no.
It's be a big foul there. I believe that's going to be 4 on Ankeny. Which is huge because I think that they're going to have a hard time guarding Lee without him or Adito. So I think that's probably going to be a huge issue.
All right, Jesse Owens at the free throw line. His dad, Rocky, played at Rocky football. And about 30 years ago, I came back from a break, and I said, back at the Rocky Bowl on the campus of Rocky Mountain College, this is Rocky Erickson. Rocky leads 7-0 on a Rocky Owens touchdown.
As nice a guy as there is, I've always loved, seeing him. That's one of the things I miss about not coaching boys basketball in particular is a lot of those relationships that you make. And his dad is a great guy. And the ability of the Billings schools to create top quality football players and basketball players is, and I think it's a testament to the coaches they have. They have great coaches down there.
Gets them both to go for Jesse. Rocky's biggest lead, a dozen. Up 10 here with 15-15. Left to go. Kane trying to get free. Jesse almost had the steal. Kane goes up strong. 8-point game. And Jesse Owens brings it back for Rocky. Jesse, one against the world. He'll go up. No. Rebound Jordan to Royce. Jordan. He lost the handle. Montana Western has it. Timeout. 14:36 left to be played. Here in the half. Rocky out on top by 8, 54-46.
I try to, stand for something. I try to stand for positivity. I try to stand for health.
Are cheering them on every step of the way. At Independence Bank, we believe in supporting our community, just like we support our local teams. With our convenient services, we're here to help you stay focused on what matters most. Good luck to all the teams in the Frontier Conference Basketball Tournament. The Frontier Conference basketball tournament is here, and the excitement is in the air. As our teams gear up for an intense competition, we at Independence Bank are cheering them on every step of the way. At Independence Bank, we believe in supporting our community, just like we support our local teams. With our convenient services, we're here to help you stay focused on what matters most. Good luck to all the teams in the Frontier Conference basketball tournament.
12, I said, why not have it in Billings? And he said, not a bad idea. We'll make Crosby drive. So, you know, we'll see what happens.
Good luck finding an open weekend in Billings. They do a great job at the Metro. It's a fun weekend for everything. So,
but it's a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday thing.
I know.
So
you got to call my boss and get some time off for me. I'd love to do that.
That won't be a problem.
Yeah.
I know people.
Yeah, I know. I can call it school-related absence.
Kane works against Lee. That's got to be intimidating, trying to shoot over a 6'9" player.
Yeah, there's good patience. You know, really force him to a tough shot. I mean, I think if you're Rocky, you can live with a contested 17-footer.
Royce will drive, rises and fires and gets it. Royce Robinson, 6 points in the game.
I mean, he's not built like a freshman, like a redshirt freshman. I mean, he's big, he's physical, and he's able, plays like that. He's able to finish around the rim.
Rocky scores. Western goes right back down and scores. It's a 6-point game with 13:41 left to be played here. Royce, Jordan, Lee. Lee doubled up on, back out Jesse for his third three. Count it. Nothing but net on every one that he made.
Yeah, great ball movement, great patience from Lee. Just, didn't get hurried up, didn't get sped up, and really, Jesse doesn't get sped up. That's what's impressive about him.
Berkeley from senior, 8 feet behind the line. He took 3 steps back. After he put it up, he knew it was going in.
Yeah.
Back to a 6-point game. Royce, Jesse. Jesse lost it. Picked up by Nesbitt. Nesbitt rises. Yes. Boy, the level of play.
Not hustle play to keep that ball alive and keep it in Rocky's possession was a huge thing.
This has been so impressive. Griller trying to get free. Ankeny will score. The shooting percentages have skyrocketed.
Got to be when you're that close to the basket.
Rocky shooting 54%. Royce goes up.
Well, that's a tough one.
Of course.
Made an effort the last couple possessions to get him touches and try to get him something going.
8-point lead, Bears. 12 minutes to go in this one. You win, well, you're in the semifinals tomorrow. Griller. Ankeny spins over Lee. Those two guys have the bodies of the NBA players.
Yeah, and incredible body control. I mean, could have easily plowed him over, stopped, spun, and the control.
Jesse, Royce. Royce, reverse. Oh! Royce Robinson. And that could be one of our plays of the game.
Yeah, and I think you see Billy Lee coming off the bench. I think the defensively.
Both teams are over 50% right now. Ankeny. Royce. Bringing it back all the way. He's not going to give it up. He does late. Nesbitt with the 3. That's not going to count. What's the call, boss?
It's going to be a block, and it's going to be the 4th. It's going to be huge because I think that they're in a situation now where they're, Ankeny and Adeo, their two bigs are in serious foul trouble with 4 each. And I don't know if, look on the bench, I don't know if there's anybody else that can guard Lee.
We got a timeout with 11:10.
At Benefice Orthopedic Center of Montana, We offer same-day appointments and advanced treatments to help get you back to rolling. A tradition of advanced care. Learn more at benefice.org.
When no one else is around. Champions get to work. They never rest. Never settle.
Seven, Tech will play the lowest seed, and then at 9 o'clock, Providence will play the second lowest seed in the championship on Tuesday.
Boy, that'd be an interesting development how this goes in when you have basically, and I think you're in a situation where you're going to have to tandem these two guys and try to weather the storm the best you can. And I don't know, maybe it's a risk if you don't play a lot of zone, but maybe you look at going, if you're Western, playing a little 2-3 or 1-2-2 zone just to kind of stem the tide a little bit.
Jesse Owens. Robinson turns and fires no. Grueller on the rebound. Grueller had a physical first half. He ended up with a bloody nose in the first half. Jesse will pick him up. Ankeny taken away by Royce Robinson. Long lead, McCoy layup, yes. And Rocky is back up by 10. Can Montana Western make a run? Kane answers. Wow. Spencer in. Goes against Grueller. In trouble. Back out to Royce. Royce, one against the world. No. And the foul against the Bulldogs. That's it. That's 5. Ankeny is fouled out.
And I look at the replay. He looks like he's bailing. I guess he comes down, but that's a tough call. And sometimes, you want officials to call it, but sometimes it's also nice if officials know what's going on. Like if there's a guy has 4, maybe you let one go, gives you a chance to fight another day.
I believe Adato's got 4 fouls as well, right? He does.
He does, and it looks like with Lee on the bench, they're going to basically try to ride this with a small lineup.
Huge loss for the Bulldogs. They lost one of their twin towers. Royce Robinson at the free throw line, 11 points for Royce. Lee's got 11. McCoy has 11. Nisbet has 11. Jesse Owens has 15. 5 players for Rocky in double figures in this game. Rocky back up by 10. What a block by Royce Robinson. He might be our player of the game.
He's quietly earned that, but I think this guy's going to have a say.
Oh, big rebound! McCoy.
This is the problem if you're Western. You're going to have a hard time defending. You're going to have a hard time rebounding.
Grueller will drive. And how long do you keep Lee on the bench?
I don't think this is deviating from their pattern. I think he gets a break here, usually in the middle of the quarter, and with a 12-point lead, you might as well sit him as long as you can. I think the thing it does, though, is it keeps the bigs for Western on the bench as well.
Well, Adato comes in, and guess what? Yeah. Jalen Lee comes in for Rocky.
Adato's asking if he's going in, and they're going to have to figure out a way to guard him.
Grueller. Oh! Hits a big 3 over the top of Royce Robinson. And that was impressive. Grueller's got 7. The lead is 9. Royce with it up on top. There's Jesse. Jordan lost it. Western's got it. The ball is kicked. And they're going to say Western ball. Jalen Lee coming back in for Rocky. 6'9" junior from Las Vegas. Wonder how Jalen Lee did when it got 20 below zero.
Imagine not a lot of recruiting trips happened during that week.
Timeout, 9:07 to go. 71-60. Crosby, Four Seasons Arena in Great Falls for the Frontier Conference Tournament. Is this the third year or the second?
I believe it's the third year, first year. Great crowds. I think you'll see this tomorrow, especially when Providence is playing. I think this place will fill up. And I like having it on a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I think having a day where you're the only show in town really helps. Helps with the viewership, so to speak.
It would be hard to compete with Montana High School basketball postseason play.
Really is.
Grueller takes it down low. Look at the bumping. Stepney. That ball going to go against Jesse?
Yeah, he held on to him pretty good. So found the mismatch, and I think the biggest thing is he's patient, and Jesse's trying a lot of bumping and just went over the arm. The job that Jordan did, he comes out, Stepney scores 10 quick points like that. He's been stuck at 12 for a while. That's mostly because of the job that Jordan's done on him.
Stepney with 11 points. They'll make it 13 in the game. And Montana Western just keeping it within striking distance. Rocky won twice during the season. Rocky led by 10 at the break. The lead is 9 with 8:39 left. Loose ball, and McCoy goes down with it. No whistle. Nesbitt with the three. No, McCoy hits the deck again. That's got to be a travel, right? McCoy gets helped up. Was that last night when that Montana official?
Yeah, I think it was yesterday or the day before. Oh, that was a horrible video. Those who don't know, the referee goes up to basically rescue a ball that's stuck and comes down and breaks his leg.
Gruesome.
Yeah.
Break.
That's why I don't jump anymore. If I could jump over a credit card, I'd probably trip over the numbers. So I try to avoid any type of physical activity where I leave the ground.
Bethel will bring it up. 7-point game. Ankeny is fouled out. Adado playing with 4 fouls. Oh! That's how you get the bounce. Berkeley from senior. His second three. This is a 4-point game.
And the frustrating thing for Rocky is they did a good job and they know where he is, but he just kind of slips away and he's so far away from the basket you kind of lose track of him.
Long three by Spencer. McCoy keeps it alive. Nesbitt from the baseline. That was a big save for Rocky. Rocky led by as many as 13 this half. And the Bulldogs cut it to 4. Now it's a 6-point game. Berkeley, can he do it again? That was ugly.
He checked. But, I mean, it's from the same spot he made the last one. Just hurt it a little bit.
Royce Robinson is back in. 12 points for Royce. And 4 rebounds in the game. Timeout. 7:25 left to be played.
The Frontier Conference basketball tournament is here, and the excitement is in the air. As our teams gear up for an intense competition, we at Independence Bank are cheering them on every step of the way. At Independence Bank, we believe in supporting our community, just like we support our local teams. With our convenience services, we're here to help you stay focused on what matters most. Good luck to all the teams in the Frontier Conference basketball tournament.
Up is where we are headed at the University of Providence. Up with learning.
Up with opportunities.
Up with community.
Up, where we are guided by our faith.
Up with excellence.
With faith guiding your way, it is all up from here. Are you ready to rise up? The University of Providence, connecting people with their potential.
I try to...
7:08 left to be played in this game. Well, in regulation. 6-point lead for Rocky. 1 game left on opening day of the 2025 Frontier Conference Tournament from Four Seasons Arena in Great Falls. Jesse Nesbitt. McCoy looking down low to Lee.
Good job by Grueller trying to stay in front of him.
2 on the shot clock. Nesbitt missed the off-balance 3. Now, if Western hits a 3 here, you got a 3-point game here. Lee almost had the steal. Billy Carlson made the save. 3-pointer? No. And that should be Rocky ball, and it is. 6:39 left to go in this one. Boy, it is not easy to win in the Frontier.
No, and if you're Patrick Jensen, you got to be doing some calculus in your head. How long do you go without Abaido on the bench? I mean,
Royce Robinson. Nobody gets in front of him.
Yeah, and that's the problem. I think they find a matchup that they like with him, and then it doesn't really matter what Lee does.
He started every game this year. He's got 14. Came into the tournament averaging 10. The lead is back to 9 with 6:09. Grueller with a deep 3. And McCoy on the rebound. Jesse Owens will bring it up. The winner advances to the semifinals. Royce Robinson. Nesbitt. Cross court to Royce. Kicked out. Jesse. Nesbitt. Fouled.
Pretty savvy play from Nesbitt. Basically gets Berkeley in the air, kind of hesitates a little bit, and creates the contact and gets to the free throw line.
Jackson Berkeley sets the foul at the line.
Nesbitt free throw line. He's only missed 1 free throw this season. He's 17 of 18. Usually when I say something like that, they miss.
It's a jinx. It works.
9-point lead. 5.5 to go. Carroll. Up next will be Carroll College against MSU Northern. Bethel against Royce Robinson. Billy Carlson, Grueller. Boy, it's not easy to shot off.
No, it's...
Stepney goes up over Lee. No. And Royce Robinson will clear it out. 5:10 left. Jesse will set things up, work the clock a bit. The big guy's coming in. Adedo will check back in.
I thought maybe you could try to get to the under 4, but you're at 10 right now. You definitely need some offense and some defense.
He's got 4 fouls. And it's bonus time. Rocky's going to be shooting some free throws here. Royce Robinson's 2 for 2. He's got 14 points in the game. I might run out of Hall's cough drops before the day's over.
Run over to Sam's Club across the street. We can get you a big bag of them. But no, I think that, in this second half, I mean, Robinson's just, they found the matchups that they like. And that's one thing, I would suggest having Steve Keller on your staff, excuse me. You're going to have a mind that's going to find things like that. And they do a heck of a job of just hunting the matchups. And you have a point guard like Jesse Owens that never gets sped up. And he's always in control. It definitely gives you an advantage on that side of the ball. So, I think the stats interesting. I don't know if Jesse even has 8 assists this game, but he's definitely controlled the game.
Yeah, Jesse's got 6, which gives him 100 for the season. He came into the tournament with 94.
Yeah.
12-point lead. 5 Rocky players in double figures, and that gets slapped out. Kane will bring it back the other way. Went with a 3-point shot. I mean, you're never really out of it.
No.
Bethel with the bomb. Just like I said, timeout. And it's a 9-point game, 79-70, with 4:21 left to be played in this one. Rocky scoring. Royce Robinson's got 16. Nesbitt, Owens, and McCoy with 15 in the game. And we'd like
The Frontier Conference basketball tournament is here, and the excitement is in the air. As our teams gear up for an intense competition, we at Independence Bank are cheering them on every step of the way. At Independence Bank, we believe in supporting our community, just like we support our local teams. With our convenient services, we're here to help you stay focused on what matters most. Good luck to all the teams in the Frontier Conference basketball tournament.
is a Montana-born full-service community bank with locations throughout the state, offering a range of banking, lending, mortgage, agriculture, banking services for over 100 years. They've been a Montana community financial institution committed to providing strong financial futures for Montanans. Opportunity Bank, member FDIC.
I think coming down the stretch, Rocky, the thing that interests me the most is just, number one, can Western weather the storm? Can they manage to finish this game without at least one of their bigs and another one with foul trouble? And if you look at the stats, the thing that's amazing is the second half, they're shooting 50% from the field. They're 36 from 3, but they just can't seem to get over the hump. They can't seem to get enough stops to make this a one-possession game.
Crunch time here at Four Seasons Arena. Jesse Owens picked up by Kane. Jesse looking down low to the big guy. Lee. McCoy. Nesbitt. Nesbitt with a fall away. No, didn't get the roll. And Rocky with the foul on the rebound. It's going to be number 5 of the Bears. 8 of the Bulldogs. 3:55 left to be played in this game. 79-70 our score. Rocky, that's their season average, 79. Who do you call a foul on? There's 2 players there.
Yeah, I was on Lee on the head. But, I think the thing with McCoy not being a threat, that allows defensively to maybe you can double from him on Lee if you have to.
Adedo and Lee. Boy, what a matchup that has been. Shot missed. And I think Jesse Owens is going to get the foul, but it kind of fell on top of him.
Yeah. It's a tough call, but I think the Western coaches think it should be an and one, but basically he gets pushed under. It's not a foul. It goes vertical over the top of him. Maybe could have been up on the shot, but they're going to call that one on the ground. But this lineup that Western has, he has to make a tough guard when guarding Stepney, who's the best offensive player.
Inbounds, Stepney. A 9-point game here. Bethel. Grueller. Jesse on him. And Jesse has just picked up his 4th foul, and he's a little general out there for Rocky, and you don't want to lose him.
Yeah.
That would be huge.
That would be. And I think, again, when you're switching, you run into these issues. Not everybody loves to switch because you get a situation where he's having to guard a 6'5", 6'6", guy, and it puts him in a bad spot.
Grueller got the first one. Free throws are big here. One way to come back when you're behind is to score when the clock is stopped. That means you got to make your free throws. Nobody's guarding you. Why not? 3:26 to go. Grueller got them both. 7-point game here in Great Falls. Full court pressure. Bulldogs. Royce Robinson. Lost it. Loose ball, and Royce is going to get called with the foul. Free throws.
Yeah, cardinal sin against pressure is trying to beat it with a dribble. Just reverse the ball. Jesse Owens is open on the backside. Tries to split the double team dribbles and then picks up the foul going for a loose ball.
We got a timeout here. It's getting exciting. 3:15 left to go. 7-point lead for Rocky. 79-72. You win. You advance to the semifinals. You lose. Well, your season has come to an end.
At Great Falls Ace, everything we do is about serving our community. We're your helpful place for quick fixes, improvement projects, or advice you can just plain trust. Each one of our departments has true experts that want to help make your project a rewarding experience. Service, convenience, quality. That's what Ace is known for. You have a lot of choices when it comes to where you shop, and we want to say thank you for trusting in us.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Pressure like that forces the team to make a bad decision, and I'm guaranteeing that timeout. Just a quick reminder to the young redshirt freshman, Royce Robinson, hey, reverse the ball, relax. You don't have to beat everything with the dribble.
Bethel, free throw, got it. Made it a 6-point game. Far from over. Bethel got them both. Rocky won 2 of the 3 games during the season. Western coming in hot. They've won 4 of their last 5.
So here's a little wrinkle that the Western's going with a 1-3-1 zone.
Jesse Nesbitt for 3. No. And it'll be Montana Western on the rebound. The last time these two teams met was the last game of the regular season, and that's the game Western won by 14.
Yeah.
80-66. It's a 5-point game here. 2:45 to go. Nesbitt behind his back. Bethel on Nesbitt. Grueller. Kane. Whoa. Stepney keeps it alive. Shot missed. Jesse went down hard. Stepney still on the deck. Jesse back the other way. This is a big possession for Rocky. Royce Nesbitt for 3. That was simply huge. Rocky really needed that. Nesbitt now the leading scorer with 18 points in the game. 5 players for Rocky have scored in double figures. The lead is now 8 with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to be played. To bring you up to date on what has happened today in day 1.
The Heritage Inn is just off I-15 in Great Falls and minutes from the C.M. Russell Museum, the Lewis and Clark Interpretive Center, Giant Springs State Park, and many other attractions. You'll be near Malmstrom Air Force Base, Great Falls International Airport, and the River's Edge Trail along the Missouri River. After a day of travel, sightseeing, or fly fishing, unwind in the hot tub and take a dip in our heated pool. There's an exercise facility and a steam room. We have a full range of dining and entertainment options, including the Max Casino and Sports Bar, the Palomino Coffee Bar, and the Willow Creek Restaurant. Your accommodations will include satellite TV, in-room movies, a refrigerator.
Saved them all, and I have a feeling it's going to come down. There's going to be something interesting happens in this game that makes it close.
Adado back in, 4 fouls. 3 on the way. Oh, that is huge. Stepney again. He's got 17. We got a 5-point game.
Yeah.
Under 2 to go. Slapped out. Royce had it, lost it. Kane will go up. Kane scores, and now it's a 3-point game.
One possession game just like that.
A minute 47 to go. 82-79. And Rocky's kind of falling apart here. Jordan, double team. Royce Robinson, both teams in a bonus. 8 fouls, 93 seconds to go. And Billy takes a timeout. They got 4 timeouts left, both teams.
Well,
each have a couple.
I think he didn't have Jesse in the game, so I think that was a pretty smart timeout on his part, because I think if you're going to face pressure, that's the guy you want on the floor. We just talked about his value. I get not having him on the floor defensively, but to me, you have to have him on the floor. I mean, hide him, have him guard someone else. That's someone that's not going to hurt you. The other thing, too, is like if you're going to switch, you got to be smart about how you switch.
Montana Western has not missed a free throw.
No.
14-14.
That's a big thing, too. And I think, I think in this situation, most coaches, they love switching. I mean, switching helps alleviate a lot of problems. But I think the negatives, if you're playing against Montana Western, is number one, they run a lot of what we call split screens, where they'll go and set a screen and guys will slip and they'll cut and they confuse you. They don't go where you think a guy will traditionally go. The other negative is someone like Jesse Owens, who's a little bit undersized. You get the wrong switch. He's having to guard Stepney, who has inches on him and is pretty tough. So, this is a big 3 from Stepney, and then they get the turnover on the other end against the 1-2-2, and that's how you go from being in control of a game to now it's a 1-possession game with your ball. So, and the nice thing is for Western is they don't have to foul. They can basically play this out. They're going to get at least 2 more possessions, maybe even 3, depending on how things happen.
You're going to wonder why there wasn't a foul there on Bethel. Every possession, huge. 91 seconds left to be played. The lead is 3 for the Bears. Inbounds to Jesse Owens.
Short clock, you're in 10 seconds here.
Jesse. Pass down low, loose ball. They come up with it and look like a travel. Shot clock violation.
Yeah.
So here we go. Bulldogs hit a 3, the game's tied. And McCoy will come back, and he's had a nice game.
Yeah, he has, and he's definitely probably their second best post defender. Great rebounder. You need someone that can rebound. Not I'm going to check. I don't think he's one of the best free throw shooters either, though. He's a 70% free throw shooter, so he doesn't hurt you in that situation.
Stepney for the tie from deep. Wow. That was simply huge. That was from 30 feet. We're tied at 82. 59 seconds left to go. Stepney's got 20. That was unbelievable. Jesse Owens. McCoy goes up. Rocky's up 2. I can't believe Stepney put up that shot.
No, that was.
And Gruler's hurting here, or is he?
I think he's got a cramp. It's definitely been. There's been a couple cramps today, so.
Just a reminder for all you fans.
Boy, if we can see that deep 3 by Stepney, and he is 4 4 of 9 on threes. Look at that. 8 feet behind the line.
Yeah.
That was unbelievable.
And Owens is in a pretty good spot. Just it's a handoff. He doesn't even go under. He's thinking these guys are going to turn the corner. So he's in perfect position, but he pulls up behind the handoff and knocks it down. And, the thing with Lee, his presence is huge. Like that play, he doesn't score, but Grueller has to help off, leaves McCoy to have a point-blank shot because of that. And I think that's the thing. His gravity, so to speak, is like it draws so many people towards him. And I think that on one hand, Patrick Jensen and Western has done an amazing job of managing the foul trouble. You've already lost Ankeny. Ado has basically fought through 4 fouls for, over 10 minutes of the game. So they're in this position because of frankly, because of coaching and playing hard and managing fouls and things like that.
Well, timeouts, Rocky has 1, and Montana Western with 2. Rocky leads by 2 with 45 seconds left to be played, and the 7 o'clock game will not start at 7 o'clock.
No, and that's a good timeout by Coach Jensen. I think just get organized, make sure you get a look. It's only a 2-point game. You're going to get another possession. Maybe come down and try to get something quick so you can look for a 2-for-1 if you need it.
Well, Montana Western 2-0 in overtime games this year. Rocky 1-0 in overtime games this season. A 2 to tie, a 3 to take the lead here. Kane picked up by Jesse. Kane's going to go one-on-one. No. Big rebound for Lee. That was huge, and Lee is fouled. Now it's going to come down to a free throw contest. And Montana Western has not missed a free throw in the game. They're 14 of 14. Rocky 18 of 23.
And Lee, not a bad free throw shooter on the season. I mean, that's the guy they want. You have to foul. You're inside of 30 seconds, but I think that's probably, of all the guys on the floor, that's the guy you probably want to foul other than maybe McCoy.
Lee is only 4 of 7 in the game. 74% free throw shooter on the season. Boy, how big are these? That look good. This one's huge. This will make it a 4-point lead for Billy's teams.
I think if you're Western too, I don't think you need a 3 here. I think you can, make or miss. You can go get one quick.
3-point lead. Bulldogs need a 3 to tie. Kane. They got a timeout left. 12 seconds to go. Grueller will. They put up a 2, and they score. 7 seconds left. What was that about?
You need a bucket. I think if you're going to go for 2, you go earlier in the clock, so then you can still set up your defense. But at that point, they ran a play for a 3. It was basically a little action where they get Stepney coming off. But you need a bucket at that point, and go into the basket, get you something. The silver lining is that you try for a steal if you get it. If not, foul. You still got a chance. You got 1 timeout left, and you're going to at least get one more opportunity if you're Western. But yeah, I agree. I mean, if you get deep in the clock like that, I think you almost have to look for a 3. I think that's a mistake a lot of people make, is they try to go and get one too early, and they take a tough one, and it doesn't help them out.
Brian, I don't think I'm alone at Four Seasons Arena that was surprised they didn't take a 3 for the tie. Instead went for the 2, and now it's a 1-point game with 7 seconds left to be played. And if Montana Western doesn't get the inbound steal, they will have to foul. And if Rocky makes both free throws, still a 3-point game.
Yeah.
Still, you can now, if we are in this scenario, and Rocky's up 3 and Western has the ball, if I'm Rocky, you foul. Why give them a chance to tie the game when you can foul? Send them to the free throw line where they can only get 2.
And that is a philosophical thing, and I guarantee you that's a conversation that is being had. Steve Keller's going to look to Coach Rakosa, and he's going to say, what do you want to do up 3? The thing that gets dangerous, though, and I saw this year, a team thought they were up 3, only up 2, the guy fouls, and the team makes 2 free throws to tie it.
Royce on the inbounds. They get it out, and it's going to be A.J. Wilson, 11 of 13 on the season for A.J. Wilson. He's only missed 2 free throws. He's only taken 13. 5.6 left to be played. You know, we had a couple of buzzer beaters last year. And this is exciting here. How many colors on his shoes? Big free throws for AJ. Rocky up 2. 5.6 left.
And this is probably what I would have done if I was Coach Jensen. You call the timeout here because then you have a plan. First thing is you get the rebound. Second thing is you go. Now, if I'm Bill Drykos and if we make it, I'm calling timeout to make sure that we have a plan and everyone's on the same page. Because like we just talked about, if you're going to foul, you have to make sure everyone knows. I would probably say this in the huddle. I would say I would play it out right now depending on what the situation is from the next free throw. Because I think sometimes if you talk about, hey, we're going to foul, miss the free throw, you foul a guy up, you're only up 2, and then they have a chance to tie the game. So I think it's a great strategy, and I think it's something you have to practice a lot, and you have to make sure that you have guys that understand exactly what you're doing in the huddle. Because if you don't, a guy makes a mistake, and Western's shooting 2 free throws to tie the game.
A.J. Wilson has 1 more free throw left. Bulldogs are out of timeouts. Rocky has 1 timeout left. 5.6 left to be played. And the 2 teams have combined for 3 overtime games this year. They won them all. We got 1 more game left. Carroll College and MSU Northern. So A.J. Wilson back at the free throw line here for Rocky. Put his team up 3. And then, Brian, you foul.
Yeah.
If you're Rocky.
This is interesting. I was going to say I'm surprised that Dado wasn't in the game for rebounding purposes because you have to get the rebound if they miss. I'm not sure though. Well, I guess he was still in the game probably. I'm not sure if that works.
A.J. Wilson. This is big. Rocky up 3. And they bring in Billy Carlson. It's really simple. If you're Rocky, you foul on the inbounds. All they can do is score 2. You still win by 1. There's 5 seconds left. Why give them a chance to tie the game with a 3?
Yeah.
Gruller
Yep.
on the inbounds, and there's the foul.
That's a lot of time.
That's a lot of time left, 4.5.
But no, it's a good strategy, and I think it's a smart thing to do. I mean,
and Jim Sturgard, the head coach at Central, will tell you, let it play out.
Yeah.
Don't fall.
Yeah, it's a philosophical thing. I know one time we had a bus trip. Mike McLean, Providence assistant coach, was an assistant coach with us at CMR, and we had a long conversation about what we would do. I'm in a game I'm the freshman coach at CMR. I'm in a game up 3, don't foul. He comes over and the first thing he says to you is, nice job, I thought you were going to foul. And I was like, well, sometimes it's just a feeling. Now here's an interesting question. Do you miss this on purpose? Some teams practice this situation where you have basically a play where these guys will cross and they'll tip it out and try to get a tip out to a 3 in the corner.
Montana Western, a 15 for 15 from the free throw line. He may have tried to miss that. 16 of 16. It's a 1-point game. 4 seconds to go. Royce, he calls the last timeout.
Yep.
Wow. Can you believe this? 4.3 left. 1 point lead for Rocky. 86 to 87. Far from over here. You got to stay with me, Brian.
I know. I've never seen, just laughing at Coach Drykos and asking a question like he was not asking a question. He was asking whether or not they keep the baseline runner after the make, which they do because the ball was not in bounds. It was a timeout. So they maintain that, which is a big thing, too. Well, that's important, too. If you remember a couple years ago, Kelly Dara and the Billings West Bears ran the old throw it across the other guy when he steps out of bounds and inbounds it to beat Missoula Big Sky. And he was telling me that after that game, the Missoula Big Sky parents were losing their mind, like, that's illegal, that's illegal. And it's like, no, that's basic basketball.
But you hardly ever see it.
Yeah, I hardly ever see it. The one thing I've seen this year a little bit more, you used to see where they may have changed the rule. I don't even know this, but you'd see teams run the football thing where they'll have 5 guys all lined out of bounds, and they'll run. Now you'll see it where they'll line up right on the baseline. And what that does is the guys get going one direction as fast as they can. They're able to cut back. And I like that. I like that idea, too, of like running passing routes, running crossing routes, just doing different things so guys get open. You have to have a smart guy taking the ball out of bounds, and I think it looks like last time it was Royce Robinson triggering. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the same person.
Well, he can't take a timeout now.
No, he can't take a timeout now. He's definitely going to have to find a way to get this in. And I think if anything, if you get to 4, you throw it the other end as far and hard as you can, and hopefully your guy goes and gets it.
4.5 left. Rocky up 87-86. And Rocky with the ball. It's Royce Robinson. Inbounds to Lee. Lee dribbles around, gets fouled. 2.4 left. And Jalen Lee from the free throw line, he has struggled a bit. He is 5 of 9. And if he makes them both, well, game over. Rocky advances to the semifinals. If he misses them both,
do you foul here again? I worry about when it gets inside of 3 seconds, a guy's catching and going to a shooting motion, and officials might make that decision that it's a 3-point foul.
2.4 left. Lee. Wow, that's big.
Yeah. Another school of thought here is, do you miss this? Because then, the ball bounces around a little bit, you're not going to get a great look.
Rocky's not putting anybody on the line. 2.4 left. Lee, air ball.
I think he was trying to miss it. That's huge. Now you get a chance.
No timeouts. It's a 2-point lead for Rocky. 2 seconds to go. Grueller for the win. Missed it. In and out. Rocky wins. 88-86. Grueller put up the 3 for the win. Oh, my.
Make your family's time on the water extraordinary in a Mastercraft wake boat from Pierce RV and Marine. Mastercraft's award-winning boats are built with best-in-class materials for proven durability. Whether you're wakeboarding, wake surfing, water skiing, or tubing, there's something for everyone. Choose from the flagship X-Star family to the X-Series, XT, and sleek NXT models. This season, experience world-class performance and endless fun with a Mastercraft wake boat from Pierce RV and Marine in Billings.
Cascade Electric. Cascade